Christian Aid are here at Westminster today to take messages from some of our partners in the poorest countries around the world to key ministers in the new Cameron-Clegg cabinet. We want to ensure that when these ministers take key decisions in the next few years, they keep the poorest people at their heart.
First stop is the Department for International Development, where Andrew Mitchell will be the first of 3 ministers to get a message from Sandra Kidwingira of Tax Justice Africa. In this photo, Sandra is visiting one of the many slums of Nairobi in Kenya. Sandra's message to Andrew Mitchell is that greater global transparency of tax is key to tackling global poverty. Tax justice in Africa would mean fewer women dying in childbirth because they can't afford medical care, and fewer children forced to work because school is unaffordable.
Sandra is also sending her message to Vince Cable, the new business secretary. Vince Cable has said that tackling tax avoidance by businesses is at the top of his list of priorities, and this picture of Sandra is to remind him to do just that.
Third stop for Sandra's call for tax justice is George Osborne at the Treasury. The Chancellor needs to know that, according to the OECD, developing countries are estimated to lose to tax havens almost 3 times what they get from developed countries in aid. So it makes financial sense for Osborne to play his part in the fight against global poverty too.
Next stop is the Department for Energy and Climate Change, where new Minister Chris Huhne will receive a photo of Nazma Begum from Bangladesh. Nazma lives on the banks of the River Padme, and climate change is threatening her chance of saying goodbye to poverty. Please, Mr Huhne, when you leave the UK in its fight against climate change, remember Nazma and thousands like her. We're also taking Nazma's photo to Deputy Prime Minister Nick Clegg. In the second televised leaders' debate, Nick Clegg said he wanted to lead on the greatest challenge of all, climate change. This picture is there to inspire him to do that every day.
Our new Foreign Secretary, William Hague, has a set of drawings from Palestinian children living in Gaza under the blockade. They've drawn a picture to show what their life is like now, and below, how they dream it could be if the blockade came to an end. Their message from Mr Hague is to do all he can in his new job to end the blockade.
And last but not least, we're off to number 10 Downing Street, where David Cameron, the new Prime Minister, will receive a picture of Abdulli Abdi Ibrahim, who works in northern Kenya with pastoralist farmers. Abdi's message to David Cameron is that as David Cameron takes on the fight against climate change, he must remember those living with its effects.
We're off to make the deliveries, but this is just the start of the story. Very soon, Christian Aid supporters are going to be writing to the Prime Minister with their messages. And on the 20th of October, Christian Aid supporters are coming here to Westminster to meet their new MPs to pass on the message from our partners.